affected strongly so. But then the issues we are dealing with, the numbers we are looking at, when you talk about any issue, it cuts across the entire nation. Where do you find the balance between you as a young person who wants change for the country and perhaps being in a party whereby people say this party does not speak to us nationally? Where do you find the balance?
Thank you for the question. I'll first start by responding to advice and his talk on us not complaining about state machinery at Amuro and so on and so forth. First of all, I want just to congratulate IEBC. It has really honestly done a good job. Even with our All Kalau by-elections, they really showed up for DCP.
Nominations, not by-elections.
Yes, because they're the ones who supported, sorry.
Yes. All Kalau.
Yeah. You see, even the police at All Kalau, they really were there. We had about 2 or 3 per polling center, and at our tallying center, we also received really great security. Okay. So we've seen change from, and you see, as DCP, we've always had, we've faced the brand from the police with our rallies and everything, and we've always communicated to DIG and the IG that we want police to protect us like they protect every Kenyan. And we've seen a change in it. In Amuro Dikir, I want to say that we had also interference. In the morning, I think Kapsasian and Cheleme, we had goons affecting the voter turnout in the morning. And this was something that we expected. And within short time, police were able to mediate. So there's change. And IEBC was able to conduct a free and fair process. And that's why even when looking at their budget for 2027, you won't find me even having a problem with it, by the way, because at the end of the day, what we want as Kenya is a free and fair nomination process. If this is the budget they're asking for, to give us a free and fair nomination process, then as DCP party, we should support that. And at this moment, I really am supporting IEBC for that budget. But coming back to...
they've asked for a raise to 71
they
billion.
They have. I have seen it.
Yeah.
But for me, if for us to have a free nomination, because already the talks about rigging, you've seen so many politicians talking about how they're going to rig this process. For me, each Kenyan, what Kenyans want in 2027 is just a free and fair process. And then that means that there will be no, violence, because if people rig elections, then the people will revolt. So if IEBC is demanding for this amount to give us a free and fair nomination, then for me, so be it. But can you be accountable to that money? Okay. And can we have that process fair? So that as hatutaki watu wa rig, because the ground for us, we are really decided on who we want in 2027. Number 2, to speak about political parties and DCP being, we are the shadow government, and are we speaking nationally to Kenyans? That is a very fair question. And to speak about DCP being a regionally based, like every political party, you have your own strong support base, and DCP's strong support base is from Mount Kenya. But are we fielding candidates everywhere? Yes, we are. We have an MCA today in Kakamega. We have an MCA in Narok. We have an MCA in Nairobi. Actually, we fielded and we won. We fielded in Amuro Dikir. We are speaking to every Kenyan, and this is to show that Kenyans are listening to the message of DCP.
What is that message?
Our overarching message is that we want to reset Kenya. That is our overarching message. We want to reset Kenya. But there are healthcare gaps. Education is becoming, unaffordable in this country. Mental health. Yesterday we just lost Maribel through suicide. She was struggling with, and she was struggling, publicly with bipolar 1 disorder. Mental health is something that as DCP will take very, very critically, because I am a young person and this is a youth agenda for me. And it's young people who are committing suicide. Substance abuse is on the rise. And our party leader, His Excellency Rigathi Gachagua, has been a keen and a strong fighter of, illicit brew in this country. And that is where young people have turned to. High cost of living. We want to do this. And look at fuel prices today. In fact, I will say we cancelled the G2G today because this single sourcing is leaving to only one person who's controlling fuel prices in Kenya. If we now cancel it and allow multiple players to come into the field, then it's going to be competitive, and then we're going to get best fuel prices. So for us,